What is going on, YouTube? And on today's episode, we got the go-kart again. Got a brand new Predator engine. We got a new gas cable. We got 3 belts, just in case. If you guys can't tell what these belts are for, they're for a CVT, right? Oh, not this one. This is for a separate video. For the main course, another belt. And we got a brand new CVT clutch. Check it out. Brand new. Brand spanking new. And this is exactly what was needed originally. This is what I had told the shop that I took the go-kart to 2 times. This is what I told them I wanted, and they didn't do it. So I did a quick and dirty clutch swap, a centrifugal clutch, and everybody in the comment section hated it. All the response I got on the go-kart build. Well, we're back at it. I was able to save some money, and my kids deserve it, and you guys deserve it. Thank you guys so much for subscribing. Thank you guys so much for liking and commenting on the last videos. Let's get this going by dropping the intro right now. You guys hated me for it. I know you guys did. I know you guys did. I know you guys were grinning your teeth. But like I said, we needed the car for Easter weekend, and it was a complete success. The kids were driving it around. Everything was great. Motor wasn't rocking and rolling. It was nice and hanging on tight. Look at that. But then disaster struck, and the accelerator cable snapped. This thing snapped. So what did we do? We put a thingy of yarn to the accelerator, but then tragedy struck, guys. The accelerator got stuck open, the throttle got stuck open, and the engine just died. It was complete chaos. It was like runaway diesel, if you've ever seen that. Scary, a runaway diesel. And these little engines, high revving, they're very scary. So we need a new engine. Saved up some money. We got a brand new Predator engine, 212. We have a new clutch. And then, of course, we got a new cable so that we can be able to install this to the go-kart. So you guys wanted it. Now, I did say that I had taken it to a shop and they did the whole clutch and all that. And the clutch that they did, that they replaced, was basically just the pulleys, which is this one, this pulley right here, and then this one right here, and they just basically put them kind of far away from each other like that, and then they called it good. And I knew right away when I saw that, I was like, that's not what I wanted. But what are you gonna say when you need it right away? So I thought, oh well, they must know. They do go-karts all the time. They must know. They didn't know. This is exactly what I wanted. This is a Series 30 clutch, and it actually has bolt holes, if you guys can see all those bolt holes, so we can be able to pair up the engine on it and everything, and it'll fit right. I've never installed one of these. It shouldn't be too hard. It's got a whole bunch of bolt holes so we could be able to bolt it into the engine. And then the engine, as you guys can see, has bolt holes everywhere. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and put this go-kart back on that rack, lift it up, and we're gonna go ahead and get down and dirty with it and take this motor out and yeah, get to fabricating. So let's get it going. Whew. This little cinch is basically so that it doesn't fall off of this thing, because all the weight's in the back. Okay, so let's go ahead and take off this engine real quick. I'm gonna loosen up this 17mm bolt just so that I can bring it back down. Now this is the main reason I wanted to build a platform, guys, because with the platform we could just drill different holes, because most likely we're gonna have to move that engine so that the sprocket could align with the bottom sprocket. Here's a piece of yarn for the accelerator. Oh, you got the litter and oh, the food. We got kittens, so we're trying to wean them off so that we can go ahead and give them away already. Love you. All right, so here we're going. Like I said, I wanted a platform because with the platform, we can move the engine in and out, you know, however far it needs to be for the sprocket, the actual main sprocket and everything. Alrighty then, here's the clutch. And guys, if you guys like this kind of content, please make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Make sure you hit the like button. Make sure you share it with your friends. Do all that stuff. Because this is not cheap to do, especially when you don't get paid for doing videos, you don't get paid to edit the videos, you don't get paid for any of the stuff. Especially because this is my kids' go-kart. So obviously, they're not gonna pay me for it, you know, but they deserve it, like I said, and I wanna be able to give it to them. And of course, the video that I did, the centrifugal clutch, it did so good, we might as well keep it going. So we got an engine from Harbor Freight. It wasn't cheap, $150. And I know some of you guys might say, oh, that's pretty cheap. Yeah, not when you're out here in California and they raise the prices of everything. So, yeah. But we ain't gonna talk about that because we're not a political channel. We're a fun fabricational channel and automotive channel. So, here's a piece of cardboard, big old piece of cardboard from China. Here is the owner's manual and safety instructions. We don't need those. Safety is third in the shop. Oh, cool, look, it's got tools. Styrofoam. Look at that brand newness. Wow. That's that new. Wow, look at that. It's so new. Check it out. So basically this is where the new clutch is gonna go. And like I said, oh, there's the keyway. You don't want to ever lose that. And then this is gonna go right back here. It's gonna go right back here. But check it out. So the clutch itself, it actually has the little sprocket for the chain down there. It's a 10T chain, the same exact one that we have on the go-kart already. Just gotta make sure that there's no clearance issues, and there is with the exhaust right here. It's gonna be hitting right here. That's not the exhaust, that's the head. If I space it out this way, it wouldn't hit at all. But then we gotta get 4 big enough spacers for back there. Okay, so I either gotta clearance this right here, so cut this off, or put a spacer so that I can actually bring this whole thing forward this way. So let me think about that right now. Okay, so this is the cover for this clutch, and it would go right there. Okay, yeah, I think what I'm gonna do first is I'm gonna clearance it from here. I'm gonna cut this off. So let me go get the grinder for this first. It's working. Let's see what it do. Trying to do it with the ratchet instead. You clear that, clear. Okay, it cleared everything. It looks like it. But look at that. I don't have to fabricate a jack shaft. I don't have to do any of that stuff. All of it is already on here. And if I'm not mistaken, I think that that drive shaft is close enough to just drop it in there and just throw it on there. I think maybe I'm gonna have to move the engine back a little bit, but there's wiggle room in all these little holes. We're gonna see right now. Yeah, I don't even need this because this already has one. Oh, no way, it clears it. That's so cool. Okay, there we go. That's that. Okay, so I don't have to put this in there until I do the whole belt system. So let's go ahead and grab this engine and go throw it into the go-kart. Oh no, it'll hit on this bar. Okay, so here we go. The alignment is pretty much spot on right there. So there is some fabrication stuff we got to do. If you guys can see though, there's a sprocket right there. It aligns perfectly right there. Perfect alignment. Problem is, it hits right here on this tube. So this tube's got to go. We do have to make new holes. All right, so I wanted to show you guys this. Basically, that's how it's gonna run. And it looks like it's tight clearances, but it's gonna work great right there. As long as the bolts are nice and tight, none of this should hit. Yeah, there shouldn't be any slack sideways on the chain. If there's slack sideways on the chain, it basically means that this isn't tightened properly. So we're good right there. So I'm gonna go ahead and dismount the engine. And we can reuse this chain, because this chain, all we gotta do is cut the excess and we'll be able to reuse that chain. All right guys, so check it out. We made the holes and yeah, I had to cut into it a little bit, but that is not gonna mess up the structure of the tube. It still has plenty of strength on there, and if it does, then we'll weld another tube right here, just so it could help with the strength. Dremel for the win for sure. That's how we were able to get all these little holes right here done. When we got the holes, I'm gonna make sure that they fit on the old engine, and then we're gonna go ahead and mount this back onto the go-kart and then put the engine on there and finish it up. So give me a second. So it does fit on the old engine. We might have to elongate the holes a little bit, probably with the Dremel again, but we can do those. We can actually do that while the piece is already here. Right now, I don't know if you guys are watching me from America, you guys know that prices of everything has gone up, and it is a little bit more difficult on families. That's mostly why I wanted to do it quick and cheap and easy with that centrifugal clutch, but my wife and I were able to save up some money, and now we got this. Oh, I forgot, I wanted to make a bigger drain hole so I could actually drain out the oil, but if it runs out this way, it's fine. It still has more work that has to be done. I'll probably finish it by tomorrow. Today I want to be able to go to class, go to striking class and stuff, and do some jiu-jitsu as well. So for today, we're probably just gonna see if we can mount the engine, and tomorrow will be the hooking up the chain, putting the fuel pedal on it, all of that. Check it out, very nice. Go ahead and change views for you guys. Nice, there we go. And I hope you guys can get the best angles from any of the angles that I'm putting on here. I'm trying to lower up the engine as much as I can. That way I can also tighten up the chain. All right guys, let's see. Let us check it out again. And I know it probably looks like it's a little loose, and that's the design, honestly, because we can tighten it with the adjustment in the back, and that's the whole goal, be able to adjust it through the. Now I'm gonna go ahead and bolt down the bolts of the motor and then start raising it. Sorry, remind me guys, I gotta put oil in it. Nice. Now we're gonna tighten this thing up and see if it goes up. So check this out right here. This has to go up a little bit. the motor, the whole motor is gonna go up this way and tighten up that chain. Nice, that's nice and tight. And now we tighten up the motor mounts. All right, now let's go ahead and take this off. Now for this part, first you gotta put this washer on there. Well, right after the keyway and right after the chain sprocket, okay? That's basically the spacer between the chain and this whole thingamajigger. Okay. There we go. Then this, and finally this. There we go. It doesn't look like it rubs anywhere, guys. Ingles, baby, Ingles, money shot. Look at that. Doesn't rub anywhere. Doesn't hit anything. All right, guys, so at this moment, I gotta add oil to the engine and then finally finish up putting the belt on the clutch. And then basically it's done. Oh, the cable to the gas pedal, figure that out. I still gotta figure all that stuff out, but let me go ahead and put oil in the engine first. I wanna see if it'll start. I have to go get ready for striking and jiu-jitsu, so I'll leave it here, guys. I will be right back tomorrow on this project. For me, it's gonna be a day. For you guys, second. All right, guys, it's a whole nother day. And we got the go-kart in here. I have to move it out of the way, bring it back out. We have to add oil, gas, and then fix the cable for the accelerator pedal. So that's what we gotta do right now, and it should run. Okay, that funnel. I mean, I could probably make it from up here. Let me look for another skinnier funnel. All right, we got ourselves a homemade funnel. Oh, there we go. Man, making a mess over here. All right, y'all, we put some oil in it. We threw some kitty litter underneath, basically to try and clean up all the mess I made. All righty, y'all. We're at the point we can probably test drive it. The gas isn't connected, but I can like maneuver it from up here. I'm gonna loosen up that bolt too so that I can be able to grab it and it'll go back. I have to remove the bolts off of the pull start and then move the pull start this way. That way I can pull it this way as well. So let me go ahead and add some fuel real quick. Who else hates these supposedly easy to pour spouts? Because they always leak no matter what. There we go. Couple more turns, isn't bad. But you see how it returns right away? That's what we want. So basically what I did is this screw right here, I loosened this up. That way you can actually give it gas and then the spring will bring this back. And then we're gonna fish the fuel through here and grab it right there so you can grab it. All right, let me set you guys on the tripod. Let's start it up. Let's see what it do. Let's see what it do. Make sure that all the clearances are working properly and it actually brakes. I've been messing around with the brakes as well. Oh, and here it is, kitty litter. So, oh, I still have to do these little bolts still. Size 8. Let me show you guys that real quick. Okay, so these, gotta take them off. 3, take this off. And all it is just to be able to, you know, turn it on. So we're just gonna move it this way. Nice and snug, okay. There we go, let's see. Okay, start, on for the fuel. It was in the off position, the little toggle switch. It runs, let's see. works. It runs good. It works. Let's go ahead and do the gas cable now. We're going to fish it in through right there, through right here, fish it in and grab it right there. And it's going to pull this way. All right, guys. So we're going to figure out first where the pedal is going to go. Obviously, I got to fish this in there, but I believe this hole is way too small for this to go in through there. And then I'm probably going to cut this off and be able to just put a bolt through there and hold it with a bolt. Like a glove. By the way, guys, all these parts are like all universal parts. It's like for you to be able to build your own and stuff. Every single part that I use, every tool that I use on this build, except maybe the Harbor Freight tools, I'll be able to link them in the description of this video below. If you guys do purchase anything from any of the links on the descriptions, I do get a small kickback. So if you guys want to purchase something, it helps out the channel and we could do more videos. And of course, liking, subscribing, all that good stuff, that'll help out the channel a lot as well. All right, look at that. Bam. Bada bing, bada boom, baby girl. And now we just got to put a bolt through there, a little bolt head. So a big washer is going to go on this side. The bolt's going to go through this side. And then we have a crimp washer. Sorry, guys. A crimp washer. And then the nut itself. And then we want that crimp washer in there so that it doesn't get loose. All right, there it is. So basically what we did right here was put that bolt through here, cut the other side. That way we can just put this one on there and it's basically held on. But look. Now we're gonna go ahead and put it in the back and adjust it. So let me set you guys up somewhere you guys can see good. And then these little thingies are for the cable itself back here. Make sure it won't come off. And now right here, we're gonna fish this through this one. I love how Harbor Freight most likely knows these engines are going into go-karts. Harbor Freight, if you guys ever want to sponsor me, let me know. Even if you guys give me a 10% off, let me know for sure. Make sure it's all the way out. It's not too... Look at that. Ah, there we go. Okay, now let me know if it... I'm going to press the gas and let me know if it gets out and then comes back. Does it do it? Yeah, it does it. Heck yeah. Okay. Test drive. All right, so basically, rudimentary, that's basically it. That's all you need to do to be able to get a go-kart running. We're going to go ahead and test it out now. I'll set you guys somewhere where you guys can see me inside of the go-kart, see all the joy. And then we're also going to get a couple of different shots from also seeing the CVT running and everything. So let me clean up and I'll set you guys up. So let's turn it on before my wife gets here. All right, it's running. It's running. It runs fast. Let me set you guys up so you guys can see the CVT. And the gas pedal, the brake pedal works. no, it looks like the chain broke off. It broke off or it came off, one of the two. Well, we're gonna have to fix that right now, but first I'm gonna go eat, so give me 1 second. So it looks like just the chain is a little loose. I was able to put it back on. So I'll fix that. I'll tighten up the motor mount. But let me go ahead and park it in the back. Driving slow, but I could always gas it and get instant torque. And I think I'll be able to tighten up the gas pedal a little bit more as well. But there it is, guys. We got CVT back on it. Guys, also I was watching Whistling Diesel and I was thinking, man, that'd be so cool to be able to build a car out of wood. Now, I don't know if you guys can tell, there's no trees in my property. I can actually knock down. The neighbor has some trees, but they're like twigs. But I do have a pile of pallets. So let me know in the comment section, comment pallets, if you guys want to see me build a go-kart out of pallets. I'll see you guys next time. Thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys. Peace out. All right, guys, so I had actually forgotten to put this bolt back in, and that's why this got loose actually, and it went down, and that's actually what tightens up the chain. And so right now I'm putting it back together, filming with my phone, filming with one hand. But that was basically it. I just need to tighten that up now. I'm gonna go pick up the kids and surprise them. I'm gonna pick them up from the bus stop and surprise them with the go-kart now running again. But yeah, guys, I gotta hurry up before the... There we go. All right, guys, thank you guys so much for watching. I greatly appreciate every single one of you guys. See you guys later. Bye.